Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to EB Yoga. So it's the last week of January 2019. How's the weather been where you live? If you're anywhere like me, I'm in Michigan. It has been pretty crazy and I have spent a few days snowed in at home. So this class is your snowed in stretch to get you stretched out, a little bit of relaxation, get some blood moving if you've been sitting around a lot today. This won't be a super active class. We won't go into any pose bigger than downward dog. So if you want a more active class, check out my polar vortex vinyasa. Otherwise, grab 2 blocks, a strap, and let's get ready to get stretched out. I'll meet you lying down on our mats. Once you lie down on your mat, take a moment to get comfortable. Any position for your arms and your legs that feels good for you. I like to begin in a constructive rest pose. Knees bent, I take my feet a little bit wide and then let my knees knock in together. And again, if you want your arms stretched out for a little shoulder opening, otherwise bring one hand to your belly and one hand to your upper chest. Close your eyes and let your body and mind relax. Notice where your breath is flowing right now. And begin to deepen your breath. Let your breath fill up your belly. And when you exhale, squeeze your belly in gently. Get all the air out. Begin to deepen your breath a little bit more. The next time you inhale, see if you can inhale to a count of 4. When you exhale, see if you can exhale also to a count of 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Making an equal inhale, equal exhale as you count to yourself. And if 4 isn't a comfortable count for you, make it 3 or 5. Whatever you can comfortably make an equal inhale, equal exhale. Take one more breath with your equal inhale, equal exhale. And then let your breath come back to normal. And notice if that equal breath helped calm your mind a little bit, made you feel a little more focused for class. And taking a moment to set an intention for our practice today. What's bringing you to the mat today? Slowly start to stretch your body out. Reach your arms up overhead. Stretch your legs down long. Grab your right hand, stretch it up and over. Point your right toes down. Try to stretch out your right side. One more breath on the right side. And release and switch. Grab your left arm up and over, left toes down, stretch your left side. One more breath. And let go of the left side. Start to walk your feet in. Reach your hands up toward the ceiling. Clasp your hands together and take little circles. Slow your circles down. Change direction. Slow your circles again. Flip your hands, palms to the ceiling, and stretch your fingers as you peel your hands apart. Give your wrists a couple circles, maybe a little shake. And then pull your knees in over your belly and take a little rock on your back. And being gentle with your body, take the next few breaths to make your way up to sit. Find a comfortable seat once you make your way up. Maybe take a couple circles with your shoulders. And bringing your body to center, we'll take a few breaths with a gentle little twist. Take your arms out by the sides. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, twist to your left side. Bring your arms down. Inhale your arms back up. And exhale, twist to your right. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Take a few more breaths to each side, just gently warming up your spine. I'm not grabbing my legs and trying to force myself into any deeper twist than I just get with moving with my breath. One more time, each side. And bring your body back to center and maybe take a couple more of those shoulder circles after that twist. And then bring your right hand out towards your side. Inhale your left arm up. Exhale, stretch your left arm over, trying to keep your left hip down on the ground. Big stretch in the left side. If you feel like you need to move the right arm, maybe wiggle it out further or just bend the elbow, go right ahead. And take one more breath into your left side. Inhale, fill up, stretch. And exhale your left arm down. Take a couple shoulder circles before the other side. And then bring your left hand out to your side. Inhale your right arm up. Exhale, stretch your right arm over. Again, try to keep your right hip down. If you need to adjust the left arm. reach your right arm and stretch. Exhale your right arm down and take a couple more shoulder circles. And bringing your body back to center, reach both of your arms out. And then act like you're giving yourself a hug. Start to cross your arms in front of you. Reach your hands for your opposite shoulders and squeeze. See if you can round up into your upper back. Tuck your chin down toward your chest. And then keeping the chin tucked down toward the chest, see if you can pick the elbows up a little bit. One more breath. Let go of that hug. Give your arms a little stretch. And then we'll do one more. Cross your elbows the opposite way. Opposite elbow on top now. Reach for your shoulders. And then around your spine, tuck your chin down. Begin to lift back up straight. Keep your chin tucked and see if you can pull your elbows up a little higher. And release. Take a couple circles for the shoulders. For these next couple stretches, you're going to want your strap and a block. For these next couple stretches for our arms, I'm going to be sitting in hero's pose. So typically hero's pose is like this, with your heels to the outside of your butt and your butt sitting flat on the ground. This really isn't comfortable or accessible to a lot of people's knees. So what I would like to ask you to do is to grab a block to sit on. You can sit your block flat, or you can stand it up, or you could stack two blocks on top of each other for a little more height. Then I squeeze the block with my ankles and I sit my butt back down onto the block. That takes a lot of the pressure off of my knees. It feels a lot better. If this pose just doesn't work for your knees at all, don't worry about it. You can sit cross-legged, your legs out, maybe prop yourself up with a blanket under your hips. We just want to try to have a nice tall spine for these next couple stretches. So then grab your strap and unwind. Beginning with the strap, hands together, hold on to your buckle so you don't hit your head with it. Reach your arms forward, round your upper back. And then maybe swim your strap a little bit to each side. Start to straighten out your spine, take that round out of your upper back, and start to let your hands slide apart on your strap. Start to lift your strap up over your head. When you get your strap right above your head, a little side bend. Then gently begin to let your hands slide apart on your strap. And as I slide my hands apart, I can take my arms back a little further. I start to feel a little stretch in the front of my shoulders, down my arms. And then maybe take another little side to side. I feel a little bit different stretch in my arms. Slowly keep sliding your hands apart. Let your hands go back behind you. When your hands get back behind you about shoulder height, I like to bend my elbows in, take a little side to side. I feel a little stretch in my pecs, the front of my armpits. Keep sliding your hands apart. Let that strap go back behind your back. Very gently start to bring the strap back up and over. And take a couple circles with your shoulders, and we'll do that stretch one more time. So take your time, go at your own pace, and stop and stretch anywhere that feels good for you. I like to start hands together, round the upper back, take a little swim. Start to bring the arms up. Maybe take a little side bend up at the top. Begin to let the hands slide apart, and again, anywhere you feel like taking a little extra moment to stretch, go right ahead. And taking a few more breaths to bring the strap back up and around. And once the strap's back up and around, take a few circles with your shoulders. Maybe take a few gentle cat and cows. All right, one more stretch here while we're seated, our Gomukhasana, or cow face arms. So for this stretch, grab the buckle into your right hand. Reach your right arm up above your head. Bend your right elbow. Left hand reaches behind your back and finds the bottom of your strap. And then your left hand starts to walk up the strap. I end up feeling a stretch in my right tricep and the front of my left shoulder. So you don't need to expect your hands to touch here. That's really intense. Maybe if you have a lot of flexibility in your shoulders, your hands might touch. Otherwise, your hands just hang out on the strap and keep reaching for each other. Take a couple more breaths on this side. And start to unwind. Let your left hand go first. Unwind your right arm. Take a couple circles with your shoulders. And then get ready for the other side. Move your strap over into your left, or the buckle to your left hand. Left arm reaches up, left elbow bends, and then the right hand finds the bottom of the strap and starts to climb up. And now the stretch has moved my left tricep and the front of my right shoulder. Take another breath on this side. Start to let go with the right hand. Unwind the left arm. You can set your strap down. Take a few circles with your shoulders. And let's make our way to tabletop. Have your blocks handy up at the top of your mat. Finding your way to tabletop, we'll start with cat and cows. Take a moment to get comfortable and begin deep belly breaths. Inhale, fill your belly up, drop it down. Exhale, squeeze your belly in and round your spine up. Slow, deep belly breaths, letting your breath move your body. Notice if you can include your head and your tail here so that your whole spine gets stretched. Take another breath or two in cat and cow. And we'll move into our barrel roll. Next time your spine is rounded up. Ribs to the side, belly down, ribs to the other side, round back up. Like you're scraping your rib cage around in a barrel. Slow your barrel roll down, one super slow time around. And then pause, barrel roll the other way. And begin to slow the barrel roll again. One more super slow time around. And come back to table. If you need a little wiggle in your body, take a moment to take a little wiggle. And then we'll take a little stretch for our neck. In tabletop, reach with your head, gazing in between your hands, trying to make your neck long, a part of your spine. And then gently tuck your chin into your chest. So your gaze moves to in between your knees. See how far you can tuck your chin. Begin to let go of the chin tuck. Bring your head back to center, gaze between the hands. And then take your head to the left side. Start to tilt your left ear towards your left shoulder. Bring it back to center and tilt your right ear toward your right shoulder. But all this time I'm keeping my gaze between my hands. Take it to each side again. Last time, take it to each side once more. And bring your head back to center. Begin to lift your head up, gaze forward, and then start to tilt your head back. You might find your back starts to do a little back bend here. Reach up with your chin. See if you can look up at the ceiling. And then wiggle your jaw a little bit, side to side. One more breath. And release the stretch back. Come back toward tabletop. And then send your hips back to your heels. Take a stretch in child's. One more breath in child's pose. Begin to bring your body back up to table. And get ready for hip circles. We'll start with the right leg. Pick up your right knee and start circling, pulling the knee toward the elbow and then send your right knee back. So I'm moving my knee, but I feel this circling happening in my hip joint. It gets a little tiring. Take one more circle in this direction. And then pause and circle your knee the other way. Might feel a little weird. Take one more circle in this direction. Set your right knee down. Maybe give your hips a little shake side to side. And then get ready for your left side. Start with pulling the knee towards your left elbow and making a big circle. Take one more circle in this direction. And take a pause, circle the other way. And one more circle in this direction. Set your left knee down, give your hips a little shake. Make sure you have your blocks handy here up toward the top of your mat. We'll begin with a leg extension. Right leg reaches back. Flex your right foot, drop it down. Press into the right foot, find that stretch in the right calf. One more breath. Pick up your right foot, flip it, top of your foot, gently press it to your mat. Let go of that stretch. Get ready to step your right foot forward. So here you might want to bring your hands up to your blocks to make some more space under your body. It can make it easier to pull that right leg forward. Adjust as you need. Right knee over the right ankle. That stretch on the front of the left thigh here. Hands on blocks or balance. And take one more breath here. Bring your hands down to your blocks if they aren't there already. Walk your blocks back so your blocks are closer towards your left knee. Hips stack on top of your left knee. All of my weight is now in my left knee. Adjust your right foot so you're up on your heel and you feel that big stretch along the back of the right leg. One more breath here. Pick up your right hand in blocks, set it inside your right foot. Right foot kicks back. Let's take a child's pose before the other side. One more breath in child's pose. Begin to lift your body back up toward table, and let's take those stretches with the left leg. Set up your table, reach your left leg back, flex your left foot, drop it down, press into your left foot, stretch in the left calf. Let go of the stretch on the left foot. Pick up your left foot, point your toes, drop the top of your left foot to your mat. Let go of that stretch. Get ready to step your left foot all the way through. Low lunge with the left knee bent. Adjust as you need. Hands on blocks or balance. And another breath here. Start to tip forward, hands to your blocks. Shift your hips. Weight goes back over top of your right knee. And then adjust your left foot. Stretch along the back of the left leg. One more breath here. Then pick up your left hand and block, set it inside so that the left foot has space to kick back to the right. And let's take a stretch in Child's. Take one more breath in Child's pose. Begin to rise back up to table. Set your blocks aside and get ready to head to downward dog. If there's any other little stretch you need here in table, take a moment to stretch and then curl your toes, lift your hips, and I'll meet you in downward dog. Once you make your way to down dog, make sure you have a little bend in your knees. Head is lining up between the arms. Adjust your hands if you need any adjustment for the shoulders, wrist. And then with your bent knees, one at a time, start to straighten out a leg, pedaling the other foot toward the ground. Or the same foot. Take a couple more pedals with your feet. And get ready for a three-legged dog. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, bend your right knee and try to pull your legs away from each other. Maybe give that right ankle a couple circles. And begin to straighten your right leg out and set it down. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, bend your knee, pull your legs away. Make sure your weight is even in your hands. And maybe circle the left ankle. Start to set your left foot down. Take a couple more pedals with your feet. Bend and straighten one knee at a time. And then one final move in down dog here, taking a gentle twist. So for me, I have to walk my hands back just about an inch because my short arms won't reach over toward my leg if I don't. So this move really depends on the proportions of your body, if it feels good or if you even want to try it. If you would like to give it a try, see what it feels like. Right hand, pick it up, reach for the left ankle, and then peek under your left armpit. Let go on that side, right hand to your mat. Left hand reaches for the right ankle and peek under your right armpit. Some people, this twist doesn't feel good at all. Other people love it. So do what feels good for you. Let your left hand go. Take a couple more breaths in down dog if you'd like. And then from down dog, bend your knees, hips to your heels, and let's take a few breaths in child's pose. Take one more breath in child's. Begin to press your body up, and we'll make our way back onto our backs. When you make your way onto your back, make sure you have your blocks handy next to you and have your strap. We'll begin with just a couple stretches for our legs. Bring your right leg in, bend your right knee, strap around your right foot. Reach your right foot up to the ceiling, and then a little bend in your right knee. Pull your right foot closer towards your head. And looking for that stretch along the back of the right leg. One more breath. Let that stretch with the right leg go. Let your right foot come back above your right hip, and then let your right leg open up to your right side. Left leg can stay bent or straighten it out. If you straighten out your left leg, try to keep your butt flat on the ground. Try not to let that roll you up like that. One more breath, right leg open. Then begin to bring your right leg up. Take it across your body to the left. Try to stay on your lower back. We're looking for a stretch in the right outer hip and thigh, not a spinal twist. One more breath. Bring your right leg back up. Bend your right knee. Shake that strap off. Take a little stretch. Roll around on your back before the other leg. Coming back to center. Let your right foot down. Bend your left knee. Loop your strap around your left foot. Little bend in the left knee, and then gently pull your left foot towards your head, looking for that stretch along the back muscle here. One more breath. And let your left foot go back above your left hip, and then let it open up to your left side. Right leg can stay bent or straighten it out. One more breath with the left leg open to the left. Bring your left leg back up to center. Cross it over to the right. And again, not looking for a spinal twist. You shouldn't feel any sensation in your lower back here. Looking for a stretch in the outer hip and thigh on the left side. One more breath. Unwind the left leg and remove the strap. You can set that aside. Take a little rock around on your back. And it's time for the rest and relax part of class. So beginning with restorative bridge. Grab your block. Bend your knees so you can lift your hips. Block slides under your lower back and your hips relax. Your legs should be comfortable. So for some people, having them sort of straight and parallel feels good. For me, what feels best is a little bit wide and let my knees, they don't actually touch, but they're sort of knocking toward each other. Check in with your jaw, neck, shoulders. See if you can relax. Come back to slow, deep breaths like we did at the beginning of class. Take 3 more breaths in your restorative bridge. Gently start to press into your feet to lift your hips up and remove the block. Lower your hips back down. Take a breath with a flat back. And then maybe windshield wiper your knees side to side. Maybe pull your knees in, take a little rock. And one more pose before Shavasana, Supta Baddha Konasana, but not our super relaxing restorative yoga lazy boy, but just a reclining bound angle. So soles of the feet come together like a butterfly. Take your blocks here and slide those under your knees. So a gentle opening in the hips, but I don't feel the strain that I do when I just let my legs hang like that. A little bit of support, but I'm still feeling the stretch. Check in with your shoulders if you want to open up your arms here. Slow, deep, relaxing breath. Take about 3 more breaths. Gently begin to bring your knees back together. You might reach your hands out to give your legs a little support. Take a few windshield wipers side to side with your knees. And then decide what position you'd like to take Shavasana in. Flat on your back, arms and legs out like a big starfish. You want to do something different with arms and legs. As I've mentioned, I really like bent knees. Let them knock in together and relax. Take a moment to get comfortable. Set up your Shavasana. And we'll take a couple quiet minutes together here to end our class today. Take a few more slow, deep breaths. Slowly start to stretch your body out. Reach your arms up, legs down. Take a few wiggles with your fingers, toes, hands, feet. Take any little movement that starts to wake your body up. Slowly start to roll onto your side. Take a few deep breaths on your side. And gently start to press your body up to sit. Come up to sit, find a comfortable seat, take a stretch if you need to. Thank you so much for joining me for class today. I hope you enjoyed this snowed-in stretch, and hopefully the weather will be cooperating and we can get outside next week. So, thanks again. I hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.